What's going on, everybody? We are here on this fantastic Monday. I am alive. I've been away for many, many weeks, and we're back again. We're going to be doing this more regularly, hopefully for a bit. I don't have another vacation or a trip coming up for a month, so you'll have me for like 8 episodes or so before we have to get out of here again. I want to talk about a bunch of stuff today. We've got David Bozell joining us momentarily here. One in particular is this WNBA nonsense, and of course we're going to cover the midterms as well. But I need to pull up. There's an interesting thing that's been happening. By the way, all credit to the XXXY people. Where can I share screen? There we go. This video has gone kind of viral. Let's get this up here. These girls have been showing up supporting Sophie Cunningham, anti-trans, obviously. For women in women's sports. And they've got these XXXY shirts on, and they were told to take them off. This is from, what's it called, like Brick Center?
And we were made to cover up our XXXY shirts at this game.
Wait, are you serious?
Yes. They gave us shirts. They gave us T-shirts during overtime and told us we had to leave.
And this says for the girls.
Or cover our shirts up. This just happened.
Where were you sitting?
Floor
4-3 row
C.
Yeah.
Blaze just casually giving him a middle finger as she walks by.
Floor 3.
And how much were your seats?
$1,000 each around.
Yeah. And we
$1,000 each. You're paying $1,000. You're paying $1,000 to go to the WNBA. Who's going to WNBA? Can we just talk about this for a second? Who's going to WNBA games? Other than the XXXY people, if you're a conservative going to these games, they aren't for you. They aren't for you. They don't want you there. These games, they're not in places like, is there a Des Moines team? Are there places there? Is there a Jacksonville team? Are there teams in what would be considered conservative areas? The people going to these games, let me tell you who goes to a WNBA game. Other than the girls that are, it may or may not get paid to wear XXXY shirts there. Good marketing, by the way. Good company. Good marketing. Stands up for women. But it's marketing. Who goes to a WNBA game? Who is going? Who is spending their money other than liberals to go to a WNBA game? They're selling out. These games, nobody, you can't name a single player. They have the shittiest players. They can't make it. There's Angel Reese. There's videos of her that come out every week of her missing every rebound. She's like a top rebounder. She can't make a shot, but she rebounds a lot. She can grab the ball when she misses. Who can name a single WNBA player that isn't Caitlin Clark, Angel Reese? I'll give them Brittany Griner, and now Sophie Cunningham. Nobody knows who these people are. They're showing up because it's their woke duty. These leftists, it's their woke duty to show up. I will tell you, going to a WNBA game is like when I went to go see, as a Marvel fan back in the day, which they've lost me as a fan now. I went to see Black Panther when it first came out. Good movie. It's okay. The people in the audience at the Black Panther film, it was the normal, because when it would come out in DC, we would go the Saturday morning after the Friday it would come out. There was this big theater. It's now closed, as most good things close in Washington, D.C. And it was the same Marvel crew. We see each other. We know the nerds. The nerds, we all show up together. We're the nerds. We know our community, the nerd community. We see each other. The normal ones were there. And then it was a group of smelly baristas who they took off work from the Starbucks that morning to go and woke out and say that they went to and took their selfies and say they went to see Black Panther because it was sold as this DEI woke nonsense leftist. It's your leftist duty to go see the black superhero film. And the people who showed up, you would never see them again at any Marvel film. They had never been to one before, but they went to act out and say that they were there to support the cause, which the cause was millionaires and $1 billion organization. But that is who's showing up to these games now. They have no sports knowledge. They have no sports interest. They're there just to cheer for women in sports and leftist nonsense. If you're spending $1,000 to go watch the worst athletes in the world perform, that's like I could just have people from MRC go back and forth together. I would pay, I'd pay nothing, but you could give like Nick Fondacaro and who else? I'd pay to see Nick versus Joe from ForAmerica. I'd pay for that. And like a game of horse, I'd give them $5. See who fights. Watch them get winded after 10 minutes. They're the same nerd as me. But that's more athletic. Watching those two go at it in a game of horse is more athletic than anything you'll see in the WNBA. Women jogging back. If I want to see lesbians fight, I'll go to a prison. It's free. I don't need to go to a WNBA game for that. Here for his commentary with that. What a great time.
My commentary on that?
Yeah. I can hear myself, by the way. Fix your fucking audio.
Me?
Somebody over there, I can hear myself coming back through.
Okay.
I love you. Somebody needs to get fired. Our heads need to roll. Are you? We're just going to have double audio. We'll fix it in post.
No, don't do that. Is that better?
Well, then I'm going to go
we just did echo cancellation, whatever the hell that means.
There it is. No, it's not.
Okay.
Do you have an earpiece?
Do I have an earpiece? I don't know. We'll get there.
All right. Well, listen. We're going to have double audio here, and then you can stare at somebody in your office when we figure it out.
Don't do that. Come back to me. Come back to me in 3.
Oh, I think we got it. We got it.
Got it? Okay.
No, we didn't.
No, come back to me in 3. We'll figure it out.
Okay. Back in 3 minutes. All right.
Later.
Love that guy. All right. Let's talk about things that are more athletic than the WNBA. I mean, what is a sport that would be more entertaining to watch than WNBA? I mean, baseball's been pretty boring, but I would go to baseball. I've been to every Major League Baseball stadium. Watching the Cowboys play, albeit they're going to lose. That's fun. Did they ever did they do female football? I think they did the lingerie football league at one point, and then they changed it. They woked it up and made it the ladies football league, the LFL. They apparently I mean, look, that league failed. They had, this is case in point of women. Nobody wants to see women's sports. And they say, oh, it's misogyny. If it's misogyny, then back in the day, the lingerie football league would have worked. I don't know if you guys remember this or not. Baltimore had a team. That's the only reason I know. And they had women show up in underpants and shoulder pads to play football for, I don't know. I never even went to a game. It's unappealing. But if it was misogyny is the reason that they can't sell tickets or do things, you would think the lingerie football league would have done very, very well. It's not. It's people want to see actual competitors who can have an exciting sporting event. And right now, the WNBA ain't it. You're just going to see if somebody's going to get punched. Go see if your favorite, see if Caitlin Clark or Sophie Cunningham gets punched. All right, let's see if we got David Bozell. I can hear myself still.
You can?
Yeah. Is
Okay.
there audio in the room right now? That's just, am I coming through a speaker?
Yeah, you are, but I can turn you down, I guess.
Yeah, do that.
Okay.
We'll make
Better?
it work. There we go. It's better. Hey, are you spending $1,000 to go to? They spent the XXXY people, because it wasn't those individual people. It's obviously a stunt, and God bless them for it. $1,000 for courtside seats at a WNBA game. What could you use that $1,000 for? I could buy some door knockers or so. I'd donate to the MRC to monitor the view.
Tim, I just went and saw Guns N' Roses for 113, and I would do that 10 times. Overpaying.
You're telling me
$1,000 a ticket for a WNBA.
Guns N' Roses, classic band, great band.
Axel still brings it. I know the social media chatter, but it's good effort. 3 hours, 32 songs, great show.
$100.
$100, yeah. appropriately priced.
Who is again? This is a woke. This is a woke thing. These are the people who are going. The only conservatives who go are the chicks wearing the XXXY shirts that they made them cover them up. God forbid we offend the trans players in the league.
Yeah.
But my theory is that the only people who go to these games are wokies who have something to say or do. I can hear myself again.
All right. Well, let's not bother with that. All right. I'm going to bail. I'll call you later.
All right. We'll talk. We'll figure it out.
Yep.
It's the double audio is, we'll figure it out eventually. But I'm going to rant about this. Again, who is showing up to these games? Who shows up to the games? I want to know, other than these two ladies. I love this Frozen. They're so angry. People are giving them the finger. I mean, this is the most exciting thing at these games. The lefties at these games are more excited about yelling at the women that are pro women in women's sports who don't want to see men beat up women in women's sports. By the way, all back here, there must have been more than one because there's a Trump hat back there. There's a 45-47 hat and a Sophie Cunningham jersey. They should be happy. This league should welcome the conservatives who want to show up, who actually earn their own money, who don't get the papered tickets, by the way. Paper tickets is when they hand them out. Who show up and spend $1,000.
Did nothing.
To go but they've become the only entertainment. The league has limited itself now. The league has made it so that the only thing that is entertaining are the people showing up who are conservative, who are pro women.
We were not. We were just sitting there. I didn't make signs. I wanted to make signs, but I didn't. I did nothing.
They made us put our shirts on.
I did notice during the game on the Jumbotron, they put up.
Did they put up? Hold on. The shirts that they had them put on. Does it say Wellness Night? They had to put on like mental health night shirts. That's what they gave them to change into. Also, by the way, there's nothing offensive about an XXXY shirt. And unless you're a leftist who's paying attention, most people probably have no idea what it is. They probably have zero idea what it is. Well, they do now.
The game on the Jumbotron, they put up a woman wearing a shirt that said protect trans rights or something.
She was the one who told on because she was made to zip up her jacket.
So she also had to zip up her jacket?
But I think that's
But that's bullshit too. She shouldn't have to.
But they put her shirt on the Jumbotron.
I know.
It's almost like the message was made and they said now zip it up to make it seem like they're consistent.
Yeah.
But they never were.
Yeah.
No, never.
And why did you spend so much on tickets? Why was it important for you to be here today?
Why did you spend so much on tickets? That would have been my first $1,000.
To be here today.
To support Sophie Cunningham and to support women in women's sports because it's just common sense.
And what's the relation here?
It's not common sense to support women in women's sports. Sorry, we might agree on lots of things in politics, but it's not common sense to support women in women's sports. It's not entertaining. It's not fun.
That's my daughter.
And are you an athlete?
I used to be until I had a bunch of knee surgery.
What sport?
I did all sorts here. I did soccer. I did all of that.
Okay, I don't care about this girl sports. This is, again, $1,000 to spend. I have never wanted to support anyone at the level of $1,000, and that includes politicians. Never have you caught me saying, "Oh man, I love XYZ so much that I need to buy $1,000 something or other to support them." What's the most I've spent to? Well, I'm trying to think. Like, what's the most that you guys? I want to go to the chat here if you're there. What's going on, Jill? What's up, Wanda? The WNBA is not non-existent, unfortunately, Jamal. It's not non-existent. They're there. They're collecting money. Stacey Abrams was there the other day. I just like, how much money would you give to support some these nice hardworking lady and her daughter? We'll just say she's the one that works. Spent $1,000 to support Sophie Cunningham. I can't. I can't come up with something that $1,000 that I would support a woman with. I didn't even support my ex-fiance with $1,000. You want to? I did. Somebody, one of my one of my favorite recent conversations I had with an ex, she wanted me to fly her into DC for the 4th of July, and it was $1,500. And I said, you can fly yourself. So like, if I'm not doing that, I'm not spending $1,000 to go watch women airball at a basketball game. $1,000. $1,000. Yeah. Things we'd pay $1,000 to go see, not the WNBA. I don't think I've spent $1,000 on anything. I know I got free pro wrestling tickets once. I'll take these nice ladies. No, I'll leave them up. Actually, we'll put this up with Stacey Abrams. Look at that. Stacey Abrams is still around. She's the president of the outer space in Star Trek. I got tickets to pro wrestling once. A good friend of mine is one of the guys there that wrestles. And I had 13th row tickets to the Royal Rumble. And those were $800 if you paid for them. And at least there you see people go back and forth, and there are fireworks, and there's a whole thing, and there's, albeit fake, a lot of athleticism and rolling around. At least you see something and you're entertained. She actually does play a small planet. Salcedo, if you're around, since our friend Dave Bozell had the echo, I'm going to actually send you an invite link, Salcedo, since you're sitting around. I'm going to text you an invite link, and you're welcome to join. Chris Salcedo, great radio host. There you go. I just sent him the link, and you can come in and join the conversation and share it on make sure you share it on your page when you do, Chris. I want to go through this. What would you spend $1,000 to see? If you can see Guns N' Roses for $113 a person. I'm thinking like, what's a ticket to Disney World now is like $110, maybe more. Like, what are you doing for $1,000 for an hour and a half of unathletic competition? You could fly somewhere nice for $1,000, and that's 2 tickets that they spent. So there was $2,000 for those tickets. You could take yourself for like 2 or 3 days to anywhere. I mean, if a plane ticket's, let's just say high end $500 for a plane ticket, coach seat, round trip. You could go somewhere for 3 or 4 days comfortably. A nice city in America, somewhere you haven't been before. Or you could go to a WNBA game for 90 minutes of mess. Why? By the way, they don't even show up. They're not even showing up anymore for the national anthem. There. The Atlanta Dream, get out of here. The Atlanta Dream refused to stand on the court for the national anthem. They refused to stand up for a country that pays $1,000 to see them suck at a sport. And by the way, this isn't an own. They ended up losing to the Indiana Fever 95-91. Who gives a shit? But they refused to stand up for the national anthem because they're in a country where they get paid hundreds of thousands of dollars to play a sport terribly. Here's Stacey Abrams on the screen there. They gave her a round of applause because, they love, this is who goes to these games. People who not only know who Stacey Abrams is, but would applaud for her, don't feel totally ripped off by the almost $1 billion that her organizations took, I believe, and did nothing with. If you are in this crowd as a conservative, you just shouldn't be there. They don't like you. They don't like you. They don't want you there. They cheer for Stacey Abrams. They do not want you there. It is a bunch of wokies who are there just to watch terrible sports and say that they were there under the guise of we support women. We love abortion, so we're going to go watch shitty sports and cheer for Stacey Abrams. Chris Salcedo, hello.
Hey, how you doing?
Is that the right summary?
I think so. I haven't talked this much about the NBA. Well, hell, ever.
You don't have to talk about the NBA because they're some of the top athletes in the world.
Well, no. The only reason why the WNBA exists is because the NBA is paying their expenses.
Yes.
That's the reason why. And no, I was talking with a lady who played sports volleyball this morning. She works for the Daily Caller. Her name is Ashley Brassfield.
No bragging.
And I said, what do you make of this? And she goes, this is creating a lot of buzz. And it's like, wait a minute. Nobody's as stupid. Well, we don't know what a woman is, so we got to convene a council. And they convened the council, and the council consulted experts, and this is what experts told them.
Boys have a penis, girls have a vagina.
Right?
Is that what they came up with?
Yeah.
Thanks for the tip.
That's so. And they still couldn't come to the conclusion. The Women's National Basketball Association still, after all the experts told them what a woman is, couldn't come up with this.
It's tough. I mean, because Brittany Griner's been living a bold life for a while now.
Yeah, well,
Pops.
Dude,
I'm just to call her Pops.
Could we all be the victims of a PR campaign? Is that because nobody's as stupid? Nobody is as stupid. And these poor ladies who dropped $1,000 to go see, you're right, worthless basketball. And the only reason why we care in conservative land is because of, girls that are saying, hey, can we not have men playing in our sports, please?
Yeah. I literally don't give a shit about the WNBA. I would never go to a game. I was offered box seats. The truth being told, last year I was offered catered box seats for the Dallas team when Caitlin Clark was in town.
Oh, I got to share this, don't I?
And I said, no, thank you. I never want to go to these games. I have no desire to go see these women play.
I don't know why you would. I don't know why you would. But see now, look at bottom here. The security guard comes up when I'm not sure if you went into these details. Security guard approaches this woman, this daughter. I was just doing this on the podcast. That's why I know. And it's in overtime. And he comes up to him and says, "Hey, look, we've had a fan complain about your shirt." And it's like, my answer is, yeah, so.
Yeah.
It's so somebody complained about my shirt. It's America. You know what? You don't have a right to walk around and not be offended. Well, you're going to have to wear our themed shirt or you're going to have to leave. It's like, say what?
It's because that's the audience there. This audience that's there is not for.
It's so, yeah.
Not for, it's people who, and I don't expect that you caught it earlier, but it's the same group that when I went to see Black Panther, when that movie came out, it was the normal Marvel nerds.
Uh-huh.
And then it was this group of wokies who had never been to a Marvel movie before, never went to one after, unless maybe they went to like Captain Marvel, or so there's a group of people. They're the people who get informed by the people who are offended by everything.
Yeah.
And so like when the Supergirl movie came out and everybody knew it was going to suck, and then the lead actress slammed like Christian dads and something, as they do when they're already on a path.
Yeah.
And they start pushing, oh my gosh, it's misogyny, it's all this terrible stuff. That's why this movie's not going to do well. And the people who then promote the movie are people who have zero interest in it and will just go to say that they did it and be woke. And that is what these audiences are at these WNBA games.
And on the other point that is this. These ladies were wearing an XX and an XY shirts to say, hey, XX means woman, XY means man.
Yeah.
That is a biological, hard and fast, scientific, provable, concrete fact of life. That is a fact of life. And that fact of life offends some woke dumb shit somewhere. And then we've got to bend reality so that they're not offended. And so what's next? 1 + 1 = 2. If that offends some Marxist or some leftist somewhere, then all of a sudden we got to start denying 1 + 1 = 2.
Is there a modest, by the way, is there a modestly dressed Muslim WNBA player right now? Is there a woman in a full niqab? I want to see the whole thing. Like, I want to see a fully covered, Mahatma whatever out there who's not allowed to drive herself to the arena or read. I want to see whole thing.
Yeah.
Whole thing with a jersey over it.
Yeah.
Because I don't know why they're anti-Islam, right? Because they should have an Islamic player that's totally covered. They all suck. These players suck. They're not good. Other than Caitlin Clark, they're not good. And so why they don't have, because you got to go hard woke in this. Why don't they have that?
I don't know. what goes through the minds of left wingers. But again, I think you hit the nail on the head. These people are just saying, oh, if Trump or a conservative comes out in favor of the sky is blue. Well, no, it's not. It's magenta. No, it's well, I guess it could be magenta at a sunset, I guess. But you understand the broader point. Leaves are green for the most part. The grass is green, and they will dispute it because they just don't want to be a part of what you are, which is somebody who doesn't want to be ruled by them. And
yeah, a sane person.
That's it. A
sane person.
Yeah.
I don't understand that at all. Another thing I don't understand that actually, so I want to thank Joe from ForAmerica for coming up with some notes here for us today.
Okay.
I have no interest in the Freedom 250 Grand Prix. Do you?
Freedom 250. Where is that?
It's going to be in Washington, D.C.
Oh, wait. In our neck of the woods, they had one of these around Cowboy Stadium.
Yes.
Remember this? Yeah.
This is going to be around the National Mall.
Mm-hmm.
I just have. Did Abraham Lincoln just turn his head? I think it did as part of the video. For it.
He was like,
I have zero interest.
I'm not a big look. I understand. I when you go in person, it's actually kind of exciting. Have you ever been up to TMS, Texas Motor Speedway?
No, but I went to Brickyard. I went to the Brickyard 600, Brickyard 400.
It's actually kind of cool.
Indianapolis.
It's actually kind of cool.
And I was in an owner's box there. It was fun for about 10 minutes.
Yeah, I can't watch it on television. It's like there are certain things. I'll watch a baseball game and be interested if I'm there, but I have a hard time watching baseball on television. I just do. Football I can watch on TV or watch in person and enjoy it in both venues. Same thing with car racing. I got to be there. If I'm there and I'm watching, okay, it's kind of cool. I think a lot of dudes like fast stuff. I like going fast cars, man and machine, that kind of thing. But I got to be there. I got to hear the roar, feel the thunder, if you know what I'm saying.
Yeah, I just have no desire.
Yeah.
And
I'm really moving you, aren't I?
It doesn't do anything for me at all. There's the track map. I'll be honest with you. I think a lot of the Freedom 250 stuff was a swing and a miss. The fireworks were incredible.
Yes, they were.
The fireworks were the greatest. The fireworks were as if a man who loved America, who was a boomer, went out there and said, "Give me every firework you got. It's the 250. We're not going to get any bigger than this." And I loved every second of the fireworks.
Clark Griswold got his hands on all the fireworks he could muster and just lit them all off.
That being said, I think the Great American Fair was a bust, and I think we can say that. Nobody went to it. No, I'm not going to kiss this administration's butt on this one. Nobody went to it. It was
I don't even know what the hell that is.
It was out there. So if you wanted to go out in like 100-degree weather, like each state was supposed to have something there, and they had like a couple of performers here and there, and it was too hot. It was too humid.
Yeah.
They had one big Ferris wheel that I thought was kind of cool, but like it was a bust. Like people.
Did you go? Did you actually go?
I stayed in a hotel around the corner from it. And I was like, it's too hot. I'm not going to that.
Okay.
And then I saw what conservatives were saying about it, which was a couple of states showed up, a couple didn't. If it's your first trip to DC, cool. Go to a museum. Go do that. It was fun. Fireworks again, you could see from anywhere because they literally exploded everything. You could probably see them from space. But it was just like they had at one point they had like the Michael Knowles podcast on stage there, and I'm like, what are we doing? And that's when they started making it kind of political like that. That's when the artists started pulling out from it. I don't understand why they didn't do like movie nights of like classic American movies there. Why they didn't do like TV themes for a day and like different genres of music, and they could have had everybody in there and just made it not political. You swing and like there was, and I understand that everything is polarized and political as we talk about the WNBA.
Yeah.
But I think that there was an opportunity to do some really cool stuff, and it just was a shrug.
Well, name a Democrat that wanted to celebrate 250 years.
Oh, well, they didn't. And that was the problem. So you see states like, like Vermont sent nothing, right? But there was no coordination whatsoever. And like that could have been exploited politically by the right as well. It just nobody picked up the ball. And again, I think we win the midterms. We're going to talk about the midterms here in a second, but like I think we win the midterms in spite of ourselves. Nobody picked up the ball when there was a ball to be picked up, and there was just talking about these states and why they didn't send anybody. And they're like, it's political. It became too political, and it's like, well, yeah, it did. When you put Michael Knowles on stage and you have conservative podcasters on stage, yes.
But they were the only ones out there celebrating America. They're the only ones, frankly. Conservatives.
It's a chicken and egg thing. It's a chicken and egg thing.
Well, I know, but it's like find me some left winger who wanted to come on stage and celebrate America. It's like that's the hardest thing. Talk about needle in a haystack. Finding a Democrat that loves America. Where can you find it? I've been on the Red Green Alliance on the talk show, and it's, by the way, it's my last week at the Voice of Texas on KSEV. I'm going to a national radio network, which I will tell you about in a private conversation. But
is that the national radio network that's based down the street from me, or no?
No, it's a different one. It's going to be located in Florida.
Oh, okay,
Yeah.
good.
So
That means you're going to a good one.
I will clue you in when next we speak, because
Why can't you just say it?
I can't, because I promised. You know how these things go. I promised I wouldn't. I got to roll it out pretty much on their schedule, and that's what I gave my word, and that's what we'll do. But you and I can talk about it.
I just rolled my eyes. I don't know if you saw that or not.
I saw. I felt, actually, before I looked, I felt it was.
You felt it.
Just really weird.
So are these? Is this an actual? So you're going to an actual? Because I know you're a smart guy, and I know that you have made some very good decisions as far as business. You're also very charismatic and one of the best in the business. Is this? So this is an actual, legitimate, profitable news organization?
No, and not a news organization. It's going to be a
radio station,
a digital radio network. So
okay.
So my understanding.
Not Sirius XM.
Pardon me?
Sirius XM.
No. But I
They
promise.
told me, the vice president there told me I'd never have a show because I'm not a minority of any kind.
What?
Yeah. That was a couple years ago.
I don't even know why the hell would he say that?
She. Yes.
She?
I don't know. Boy, I wish I had it in writing.
Or he or she, or who the hell can tell me?
No matter. Yeah. Yep.
That's insanity. It's insanity.
I don't care. Listen, I don't care. Things have been good.
Yeah.
Things are good in this land.
No, but
so anyway, before we were talking about that, what were we talking about?
You're saying midterms, and you think we, and again, it took me forever to stop talking about we. I haven't been a Republican in 8 years, and there's a reason why. It's because guys like Mitch McConnell and John Cornyn call themselves a Republican. I mean, I'm a conservative. I'm a constitutional conservative. And these cats, a lot of these Republicans are more interested in looking at this red-green alliance, looking at what the Democrats are doing and saying, hey, man, you do you. I'm going to abandon my voters, and I'm going to kiss your behind while they get left out in the cold. And I'm sick and tired of that.
Yeah.
I don't know about you.
No, I could. It's look, I stay Republican. I would have been libertarian with my beliefs, which are now just standard conservative beliefs, by the way. Small government seems to be like it's weird where the small government portion of the program shifts what party it shifts to. The libertarians were okay back in the day until they lost their minds because Trump came in and Trump was pretty much libertarian. They didn't know how to handle that. So they just acted out. They're like, oh, we don't have enough at our conventions. We need more sex and drugs at our conventions. That'll fix it. Let's lean into the weird fetishes. That's what'll separate us from the other normal parties. I mean, it's like, I would just like to go. I would like a party that is anti-war, crazy concept, small government, crazy concept,
Constitutional,
cutting the budget, balancing a budget.
Did you look at the national debt clock?
No.
Have you seen it lately?
No.
We are this shy of $40 trillion in debt.
Oh, it doesn't mean anything.
Do you know
That
what the
doesn't mean anything.
Well, do you know what the interest on the debt is? Just interest. It doesn't serve you, doesn't serve me, doesn't pay one person any benefit, just the interest. Do you know what it is?
No.
$1 trillion a year.
Good for us.
Brilliant.
We're doing it big,
Dude, and look,
Just refine. Just put it on a couple of credit cards. Just get a credit card and transfer the balance and get the points. You know.
And the Karl Rove Never Trump Network just did a story about how they found another blue state, massive Medicaid fraud. I mean, we're talking billions and billions and billions of dollars. So you get the guys like Cornyn and McConnell and Murkowski, and they're all like, hey, this is the price of good government. You know, you're going to need a little fraud. If you're going to get good government, you need to have a little fraud.
This is concerning to me. I don't know. It actually looks like it's balancing out. But this is from Polymarket US, by the way. Polymarket US. You want to go check out all of your campaign. Instead of looking at polls, you go to these markets. It's much more effective and much more accurate at Polymarket US. Alaska, definitely sponsored. The Alaska Senate election, the Democrat Party is kind of slipping. I can't imagine a Democrat winning, even though they've had a Democrat in Murkowski forever. I can't imagine a Democrat even coming close to winning this race in Alaska. It's a very red state.
This is against what's his name? Dan. I don't even know what is the guy that had the name ID issue, right?
Oh, with the same name?
Yes.
Dan Sullivan.
Dan Sullivan. Yeah, that's a strange race. And does anybody in this country believe that Lisa Murkowski won her last election by write-in?
I mean, it's a miracle.
No,
it's a miracle.
They rigged an entire election to stick this woman who's, frank, as was alluded to.
Did I ever tell you early in my career I advised her on energy issues?
No,
I did. Yeah, she's one of the people. Really? And I met her at a oil and gas party. She was like, I was wearing some stupid t-shirt. She goes, I don't know who you are, but I feel like you know what you're doing. We should have a meeting. And I briefly, for like a month and a half, advised her on stuff. And I remember sitting in a staff meeting with her. I do a bit on this. It's very true. And she goes on this rant about, I had no idea what she was talking about. I had no idea the entire time. I just knew that I would get free smoked salmon when I went to her office. And she would go through this whole thing, and she goes, Tim, what do you think about that? And I go, oh, it's good. And she turned to her staff and she goes, see, I told you. And I'm like, oh, great.
Oh, you were a foil.
I was, yeah. Mm-hmm. I don't care. Got free salmon. And then free drinks.
Got free drinks.
And then we had I was friends with them for a little bit. The staff, they knew I didn't know what I was doing. I didn't care. I would just go up there and
what was the advice?
I'd give her acronyms for stuff. And I do acronyms for people, by the way. Did you ever know that?
Can you do one for me?
In the 45 admin, people from the DOJ in particular, a couple departments actually.
Right.
But DOJ, I definitely created a couple of acronyms for the DOJ.
Sweet. Like what? Give me an example.
I can't remember, man. It's a long time ago.
I
People will think it's BS, but you give me a lie detector. But people used to take me out, get me loaded on booze, and then they'd be like, "Hey, you want to come with some?" I'm like, "Yeah, sure. If you're paying."
You got to find it like an acronym that spells kook.
We definitely didn't do that.
That'd be great. Just K. What could KOOK be? I mean,
I literally
reverse engineer the acronym to make it fit. You're
older than me. There's no way that has your memory started to go? Because I just turned 46 and my memory is just shot.
My memory it's amazing. I can remember things that like 20 years ago, but if you ask me what happened 5 minutes ago, it's like because usually because I'm usually doing this all day, juggling all day, so it's like I can't give full concentration to any one thing. So I don't commit it to memory. It's only when I can stop down and actually do some research, maybe write an article. That's when it embeds. You know what I mean?
Yeah. No, I can't remember. I'm losing. I mean, so this midterm stuff. Let me take a look at the notes that a fabulous Joe has put together for us.
Okay.
Oh yeah. I mean, this is right. So Trump and the GOP are framing the 2026 midterms as a fight against godless communists, which is what it is. With the Democratic Socialist wins, do you think that the Democrat Socialists are winning fairly? Do you think they're cheating? Do you think it's just people that want handouts? Do you think it's like a group of entitled kids who have grown up now that want this? Is it crazy white women? I know there's a lot of those out there that support these people. Like, why is it that the DSA is getting? Why are they even in our everyday conversation now? The socialists. Okay. I thought we had a red scare and we took care of it.
I can tell you exactly what's going on here. The political party system is a fallacy. There is no two-party system. It's a uniparty, folks, and they've been BSing us all for many, many years, probably for the last, definitely for the last 3 decades, maybe the last 4 decades. And here's how the game works. Remember the Tea Party, my friend?
Yeah, of course.
Tea Party was infiltrated and co-opted by one Mitch McConnell and some of his helpers. And then we don't hear much of the Tea Party anymore. Why? Because it was infiltrated. It was quote unquote given positions, and they took it apart. They dismantled it, and it's gone. That's what the establishment uniparty Republicans do. They get rid of constitutional conservatives and those who want to breathe free. They dispel all of that. They take these movements, like back in the 1980s, they did this with the Convention of States back then. We got within 2 states of the Convention of States, scared the living daylights out of the uniparty. What do? They put in a bill that supposedly addressed their concerns. All the energy went out of the movement, and it was struck down on constitutional grounds because they put the poison pill in there. Ta-da! That's how you defeat conservative movements. And Mitch McConnell and these other left-leaning uniparty nutbags who call themselves Republicans, that's what they do. Now, on the Democrat side, they have the exact opposite of us. They have their red-green alliance. The communists who are in line with any enemy that the United States has, whether it be the jihad, whether it be foreign nationals, whatever. The Democrats lost control of their little group. They started rigging elections, and then their little group went to school, and then all of a sudden they're like, oh my gosh, we can do the same thing. Look at what just happened in Michigan.
Yeah.
Or was it Wisconsin? Where they lose the thumb drive?
It was Wisconsin.
It was Wisconsin.
Yeah,
by the way, Michigan, folks, Jocelyn Benson, the Secretary of State of Michigan, she was just found again to have violated law. She violated the law in 2020, and a judge took the damn gavel. And yes, it is scary that I have a gavel right here on the desk. Banged the gavel and said, yeah, you're guilty. And she's still walking around a free woman. She just did it again. Why? Because there's no disincentive when you're a Democrat. If you want to rig an election, you get to do it with impunity. You know who says that? Republicans say that. So anyway, the Democrats have lost control, my friend. They've lost control, and now they're losing left and right. And this is why John Thune's gambit of turning over the Congress back over to Democrats is so dangerous, right? By not passing the Save America Act, by looking at an 84% issue and saying, we Republicans will not give you the Save America Act, when the Democrats had Obamacare and nobody wanted it. They shoved it down our throats or up the nearest orifice, right?
Yep.
That's the difference. Yeah. And this is why it's so dangerous. When the Republicans turn over to their uniparty friends on the other side, guess what? It isn't their uniparty friends on the other side. It's actually going to be communists and socialists who are going to be running that party. And that's what's the existential threat to the country.
I just don't understand how the leadership has stayed the same way, and that Thune has been allowed to stay in there, and that they've just kind of like nodded along with it. It doesn't.
Who else is it going to be? Who else? Who else could get John Curtis and Tom Tillis and John Cornyn to vote for him? I mean, those douchebags aren't going to vote for anybody that's pro-American, right?
Yeah.
They're all pro-uniparty.
This is, somebody just sent me this. Let's see if I can blow it up some. Elizabeth Warren is now worried about the price of ice cream. That's critical.
Pocahontas is now.
We should all be worried about dynamic pricing. That's when companies change prices in real time. If it's hot out, the cost of ice cream could go up. If it's cold, tea bags could go up. What? Why?
I always knew there was a side of Elizabeth Warren we didn't know.
It's just they could. Yeah, I love this. What's the community notes that are on this?
Yeah.
Dynamic pricing is common. Yeah, dynamic pricing. You see dynamic pricing in gasoline, which is a whole conversation that people don't want to have. Dynamic
pricing. You know what they call that, folks? It's called supply and demand.
It's a little bit different than that. I'm going to go a little different than that, because every time there's some sort of major, remember like when the hurricane back in the day, the hurricane hit Louisiana.
Yep.
And all of a sudden gas was $1 million a gallon.
Yep.
And then like now, like depending on the news cycle, gas will drop or go up, by like 70 cents, even though really the price is not shifting that much. That is, and I understand that I was explaining this by the chief economist from Heritage, my good friend EJ, and he's like, look, you gotta, they have to game the system on what the price might be so they could jump the price up or down. I think he just texted me. Is he watching the show? I just saw a text come through. No.
Did he really? No.
Yeah, he did just text me, but he's not watching the show.
Oh.
But I was like, come on, man, because I really think oil and gas companies hose us.
I do. I'm right there with you. It's like, how else do you explain? Oh, the day we bomb Iran, gas prices shoot up, and they always shoot up meteoric fast. When things resolve, they just trickle down, and so they can get maximum profit. Don't blame the gas stations, folks. Hell, don't even blame the refineries. The profit margin on those, it's within a penny sometimes. Their profit margin is a penny sometimes. It is what's going on in the oil companies. As a worldwide traded commodity, Mr. Salcedo, it's a market fluctuations. Fluctuations? Well, fuck you British too.
Yeah. Yeah, not that it doesn't fluctuate that much. So like the weird thing is,
I think that joke. You don't know that joke?
No, I don't know that joke. I don't know.
Can I tell you the joke?
No.
Okay, so it's an old British guy having a conversation with a guy from Asia, right? And just pick your country.
There we go.
And he's saying the guy from Asia comes over to the UK and changes his currency over to the British pound. And he puts in 20, we'll just call it yen. We'll call them from China. We don't, they're communists, screw them. 20 yen, and it yields 30 pounds. And he comes back then the next day and does the same thing, but he only gets 25 pounds instead of 30. And so he asked the British guy, excuse me, I changed yesterday, got more for my money. What's the deal? Well, he says, it's the market ebbs and flows. It's these fluctuations. And he says, fluctuations? He goes, yes, fluctuations. He says, well, fuck you British too.
Oh.
Sorry.
It took a second.
But see, guys, when you do bad humor to somebody who's a professional comic and somebody who does comedy professionally, it usually lands with a thud, and that's what you just saw.
Beyond thud. I try not to laugh at anything other than like sometimes I'll go.
I know.
But I'm the least enjoyable person to be around. I am. I just really feel like that there's
a pro. See, you know what? You're a comedy snob and you've earned it.
There is a crossover here that if Elizabeth Warren wasn't crazy, she's paid by Big Pharma. We know that from her campaign donations.
Yeah.
A lot of our guys are paid by big oil and gas. Mm. We'll never have a real conversation outside of this. And then when they pay me, I'll say everything's wonderful too. But we will never have a real conversation where there could be a very big real conversation about actual dynamic pricing and how we get hosed at the gas tank over and over again. This is that between the two of us now is probably the most authentic conversation we will ever have, or you'll ever see about this topic, because usually there's money involved on one side or the other when it comes to oil and gas or any commodity really. Big Sugar's another one's got a lot of money out there. I remember working for a publication at one point. They were like, "You just can't talk about sugar." I'm like, "Why?" It's like, that's who funds us, Big Sugar. I'm like, okay. So.
Do you know why? A comparison between corn and sugarcane, primarily our major importer is Brazil.
Yeah.
Do you know which one is least expensive to produce?
No.
It would be sugar.
Yeah.
It's produced in a foreign country by and large. Now, do you know what we use to make ethanol? But this was John Thune's. Yeah, John Thune's big idea was, hey, let's put that E15 crap in your engine, and we can do it year round, and so we can screw your engines year round. That's his big idea. Instead of passing the Save America Act, it was a giveaway to the corn growers in America. Did you know it was George W. Bush who refused? And by the way, for those of you who use E15, it's bad for your engines. I don't recommend it. But it could be that much less expensive if, number one, we weren't burning corn, putting corn and making ethanol out of corn, because the price for sugarcane is so much less. You could refine ethanol much less expensively with
We could
Sure.
make rum. We could actually power our vehicles with rum.
and get drunk while at the same process, and we wouldn't be burning up a major food staple, putting it into our gas tanks when we should be feeding people with it, which is causing, of course, farm prices to go up and grocery prices to go up, corn prices. So it's a screw job all the way around.
You know what they say? If everybody was using rum to power their cars, if everyone is a drunk driver, is anyone drunk driving?
That's a great point.
You're just driving at that point.
It's a great point.
I know. It's a very logical point.
Do you know the guy in Houston that invented the water-driven car was calling into the show for many, many years? Do you remember that? Did you see that report on YouTube?
No.
Yeah, it's basically he used
you?
Huh?
He called you?
Yeah, he called me. And when I started doing
Isn't that called a steam-powered car?
No, it wasn't steam. It was using a process by which you convert the hydrogen into an energy, the hydrogen and water into an energy source. He showed it in a blowtorch. There's your typical acetylene torch. Of course, you've seen an acetylene torch and what it does.
Yeah.
He used the water vapor, hydrogen in a torch, could cool to the touch, but when you put it to metal, it lights up like a.
What happened to that guy?
He hasn't been heard from.
Oil and gas.
Talked to in a long time.
Got him.
Yep.
Got him.
Got his patent bought up. His water-driven car, the patent was bought up.
By who?
By financial interests. He couldn't tell me exactly who.
Interesting.
Yeah. Folks, I think it's still out there on YouTube. You can find it. The water-driven car.
Well, it'll be on X. You can find that stuff on X. X doesn't censor that stuff.
Yep.
And if not, Gab. Gab.a. Are they still around, Gab?
Gab is still around. I still have an account on Gab. Yep.
I have an account on Gab.
Updated every day.
Yeah. That guy, he's worked his ass off for that. I give him credit, the CEO of Gab.
Torba, right?
Andrew Torba.
Andrew Torba. Yep.
Yep.
Good guy.
Guy who, you want to talk about somebody who like fights for the, like what he believes in, man. That's and he's had the odds stacked against him many a time. Yeah. So, all right. So we've learned that the water powered car exists and has been eliminated from society. Thank you, Chris.
Mm-hmm.
We learned that the oil and gas companies hose us, unless of course they're paying us, at which point everything's wonderful and we love gas. It's just like, you know, when you're talking about ethanol and rum, I mean, I can power a car with ethanol and rum. Oh yeah. But the police wouldn't appreciate it.
Power myself with
Power, yeah, that's it.
a little rum.
You just, and who knows where you end up.
Yeah, was it you that was telling me that you stopped drinking for a while?
I do that I do this weight fluctuation thing.
Yeah.
Where I drink a lot. So I assessed my diet.
Yes.
And it turns out that I don't eat much. So I just like have cocktails all the time. And it's a DC habit. And if I want to deflate, I stopped putting the cocktails in my system. And I bought myself a fantastic birthday gift in a treadmill.
Nice.
So
now, I was killing myself doing 4 miles a day running.
Yeah.
And don't do that.
No, I used to do that all the time. I can do
walk,
that. No problems doing it.
Walk and then do about 10 minutes of running, then walk again. Because what you're doing when you do like 4 miles of straight running, you're eliciting a cortisol response because you're literally hurting your body. And that is causing a cortisol response, which causes you to retain weight.
Wow. I won't do that.
Medical professional told me that.
Well, there we go.
Yep.
I just know that if you do a calorie deficit and your calories aren't mainly booze, I'll do okay. I don't even drink a lot. I just don't like, it's just that I drink too much.
You have a 1783 booze bottle right over your left shoulder.
Well, yeah, it's because it's a America 250 one. I bought so I will say, for all of the failures I thought of America 250, anything that came branded red, white, and blue, you can see the tag on there. Is that America 250?
It's very nice.
Anything that was America 250, I bought. I loved it. I've got my
Hey, check that out. Nice.
Did it all. And then I've also got Sam the Eagle from Disney. Here.
Hey.
I don't know where to put them on my.
Well, let me show off. I got this. I got this.
Then we'll get out of here.
from the hero of Sutherland Springs. You see that?
It's a new challenge coin. Who is the hero of Sutherland Springs?
His name, all of a sudden, if you had asked me about 5 minutes ago, I could have told you.
Wow.
But he was the one who got his AR-15 out. Stephen, oh come on, it's right on the tip of my tongue. Stephen Williford.
Wow.
He got his AR-15 out and took out the Sutherland Springs shooter that was shooting up that shooter.
And he's got a challenge coin already?
Yeah, well, that's been about 3 years, man.
Yeah. Well,
And he told me some stories, dude.
got Herb Welch.
Hey, check you out, little bobblehead there. Nice. Yeah, he told me the story about. I'll tell you. I told it on the air. It's not a big secret, but I'll tell you off the air because I don't want to bore your audience about John Cornyn and some of the things that he did.
But he's a wonderful fella.
Oh yes, wonderful fella.
By the way, congratulations, and this should have been a topic, but I didn't think, and we'll do it on Thursday. Brandon Herrera buying the first suppressor for guns legally in like 100 years.
Because
without the fees,
Gun Owners of America took it out, and it looks like the NAF law is going to be struck down ultimately because of the big beautiful bill. One of the positives of the big beautiful bill, took that fee down to zero, and it's unenforceable in its current form. So bye-bye.
It's awesome. Good work.
Yes.
Chris Salcedo, thanks for being here. I think it's funny if we have every time we have David Bozell on, there's a technical problem, and then it could turn into the Matt Damon thing on the Jimmy Kimmel show. We ran out of time. I'm sorry, David Bozell was here. We ran out of time. Next time, have him on.
You call me.
He's going to murder somebody in his reverb that he had in his office. Love that guy, though. Great work over at MRC. Salcedo, I can't wait to see where you land. It will be somewhere better than all of the local places around here that are going bankrupt in conservative media.
Yeah.
And have no idea what they're doing and lie to the talent that they have regularly. Yep. Neat.
Yep. Leaving a great place. KSEV, one of the few independents left in the country. And boy, we're going to miss them. We're really going to miss them.
Wow. They couldn't afford the paycheck of Chris Salcedo. And he said, time to go.
Guys.
I love these independent places, but
yep.
I need a new car. That's what he said. He's like, and they backed the truck up to my house with money.
And all you big oil guys.
Yeah, I know, right? That's what we're gonna do. It's awesome. All right, listen. We need to hang out soon, Chris. Obviously, yes. I love you. I think you're one of the best people in the business, honestly, and truly one of the honest people who has never changed. There is something very unique about you that you have always been Chris Salcedo. You will always be Chris Salcedo. Unlike you, I will sell out. Just how it works.
It's American way. It's American.
I like money.
Yep. Who doesn't?
And you like the truth. And that's the difference between us.
The truth is I like money too. I'll see you later.
They call me a grifter. I hate to disappoint.
Well, then there's that.
Yeah.
See you, buddy.
See ya. Thanks for being here. Everybody, make sure you follow Chris Salcedo and also ForAmerica. And we will see you next time. Bye.